Eddie Large has died after contracting coronavirus. His heartbroken son has confirmed. Eddie, alongside funnyman Sid Little, made up one of Britain's most beloved comedy duos, who were known as Little and Large. Their friendship endured for decades, even after they were forced to stop performing together because of Eddie's failing health. He died alone in hospital without his family or friends allowed to visit him due to the strict rules around slowing the spread of the virus. His son Ryan McGuinness broke the sad news on Facebook, telling family and friends that his Scottish comedian dad had passed away at the age of 78. "It is with great sadness that Mum and need to announce that my dad, Edward McGuinness, passed away in the early hours of this morning," he wrote. He had been suffering with heart failure and unfortunately, whilst in hospital, contracted the coronavirus, which his heart was sadly not strong enough to fight. "Dad fought bravely for so long. Due to this horrible disease we had been unable to visit him at the hospital, but all of the family and close friends spoke to him every day. We will miss him terribly and we are so proud of everything he achieved in his career with Sid and know that he was much loved by the millions that watched them every week. Rip Dad. We love you and miss you from all the family." Eddie's wife Patsy has also confirmed his passing with poignant tribute. He had been in hospital since March with his heart condition and catching COVID-19 was the final straw for his body. "We are all absolutely heartbroken," she told the Bristol Post. Eddie fought so hard to live. Catching coronavirus was the final straw for him. Patsy revealed how she had spoken to Eddie for few minutes from his hospital bed last night. "Our hearts are broken," she added. "We are all devastated. Just want everyone to remember him." Eddie found fame alongside Sid in the talent show Opportunity Knocks, which they won in 1971. In poignant interview with BBC Radio Lancashire, Sid paid tribute to his closest pal. He had been ill for a while, but when it happens, it hits you, he said. "We were together 60 years. It wasn't like having partner. We were friends." Little said he had remained in almost daily contact with his stage partner, and spoke to him on Wednesday night, shortly before he died. "He was in pain. Bless him, but he even asked me how are we up here in Lancashire," he said. "He was so thoughtful to everybody." Reflecting on their decades-long career, he added, "We did everything there was to do in showbiz and we did it together. Happy times." Eddie had suffered from ill health in the last few years and had heart transplant in 2003, which put an end to his and Sid's double act. He told the Mirror in 2017, "That phone call to Sid was the most painful I've ever had to make. Was crying my eyes out because knew was putting him out of work. He had bills to pay. I felt horrible. We weren't just double act. We were mates, right from the start." He also hailed Sid for helping get through their grueling work schedule, revealing, "When put my seatbelt on in the car. Had to sit for a minute to get my breath back. It was nightmare. Sid was living it with me every minute of every day. When we did Panto in Wimbledon he spent every day going to pharmacists, buying stuff to help me breathe." The pair first met in pub in Wythenshawe, Greater Manchester, when guitarist and singer Sid overheard Eddie heckling his performance on stage. Lifelong bond was formed and the duo went on to win Opportunity Knocks in 1971. Launching their own TV series The Little and Large Show soon after, as well as appearing in the Comedy Impressions show Who Do You Do? Their friendship was strengthened by years of comedy entertainment, but all the while Eddie's health was failing. He was diagnosed with smoker's lung despite being non-smoker, with doctors suggesting the damage could have been done from spending years performing in smoky clubs as youth. Eddie was determined his heart transplant in 2003 would see the start of healthy new chapter in his life. After receiving the incredible second chance, he refused to keep bread in his house to avoid temptation and swerved all sweet treats, telling the Mirror, "It feels like I am insulting the donor's family. If don't look after myself. They gave me an incredible gift. Don't want to let them down." 18 million regularly watched The Little and Large Show on BBC One. Even after they were forced to give up the entertainment life they loved, Eddie and Sid remained firm friends. Sid told the Mirror in 2017, We were 14 years on television. But after that you start to come down. You go to theaters and they're half full and me and Eddie thought, hello, this is it. Every act has its shelf life. We call each other up nearly every day now 'cause we're like two old fellas. It's amazing. We can't not say we've had great life and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I liked doing the cruise ships at first, but hated the traveling. It sounds glamorous, but it wasn't in the end. In the years since giving up his double act, Eddie had been working the after-dinner circuit and occasionally appeared on TV. Tributes have been pouring in for the funnyman, with comedian Jimmy Cricket tweeting, "With heavy heart have just found out, through his son Ryan, that his father Eddie Large has passed away. Worked many times with him and his partner Sid. They were not only great act, but such fun to be with. Our thoughts and prayers goes to Patsy and Ryan and family XX." Ant McPartlin and Declan Donnelly shared snap of them with Little and Large, writing, "So sad to hear about the passing of Eddie Large. We had the pleasure of working with him and Sid few years ago. He just loved making people laugh. He will be missed. Our thoughts are with his family at this time." Former Page girl Linda Lusardi, who last month nearly lost her own life to coronavirus, wrote, "We are devastated at the news that our wonder friend Eddie Large has died from the virus. Our love and best wishes go to his beautiful wife Patsy and his family. And Manchester City Football Club, of which Eddie was lifelong fan, tweeted, everyone at Manchester City is sad to hear that lifelong City fan and celebrity Eddie Large has passed away aged 78. Our thoughts are with Eddie's friends and family at this difficult time. Eddie leaves behind his second wife Patsy and his 3 children, Samantha, Allison and Ryan.